Hello, welcome back. Happy December 7th, I believe. How are we a week into December already? Anyway, so I have got a job to do this morning and I thought I might as well do my December daily whilst doing it. So I'm essentially today or this morning I'm prepping for my videos for tomorrow. I like to do that the day before so that I can just then focus on doing the actual filming, you know, when we get to it. Okay, I've lost my bits. So one of the videos I want to do tomorrow, or two of them, involve using little bits basically. So one of them is I want to use this for my BB Craft collaboration, so I thought we could do some snippet strips. And the other one is to, I'm not sure what I dumped, here they are, I'll show you, another sneak peek. I want to decorate these. These are just little like scrappy cluster things and some strips. So those are a couple of videos I want to do tomorrow and they use kind of the same things. So I have got a box lid and I'm basically just sitting here going through my bits and bobs, all of the drawers that I've got on my desk, everything I've got in here. I'm just pulling out things that I think might work for that kind of idea. So, you know, I'm thinking about clusters and small things. So I've got some grey things here, another grey, just stuff like that really. So I thought I may just, yeah, do this whilst I've got you on. Bit of red. So that is me for today. Well, this morning, obviously. I'm not doing this all day. It's a blogging day as well, so I am, yeah, going to be doing that. So I did quite a bit yesterday on my, I said yesterday I was going to do the Disneyland Paris blog, and I got most of it written, which I was happy about. And then I want to write the intro today and get it proofed, and then I don't know if I'll get time to publish it today because I need to help Scott again later, but I'll at least, you know, I should finish the blog post today. So yeah, that is me. I'm thinking these are kind of greyish, a couple of these maybe. So yeah, basically that is my job, is to just go through these bits and find stuff that works for the theme, but also size wise. So what I have is essentially like snippety things I put in one of these little boxes that I've got on my desk. And so when I come to do videos like this, I can just dive right in and find some things that might work, like all in one place kind of thing. So I've got like tickets and stamps, little pieces that you get from kits, again in sort of reds, greys and a bit of pink, because I'm thinking about obviously the winter projects that I'm doing at the moment. That's kind of greyish, isn't it? And neutral, because obviously, you know, neutral works with everything. So yeah, I'm planning to get these two videos done tomorrow, and then you should see them, I'm thinking you'll see them next week, I believe. I'm about a weekish in front with videos, so that's okay. I'm going to pull out a couple of these hearts, they're neutral enough, I might use those. So I think that's everything from that pot. So I've also got bits in this tray, and I've also got some Tim Holtz bits. Again, I'm just looking for like greys and reds kind of thing, and pinks. And in a minute we will look at some, oh yeah, got a red stamp there. In a minute we'll look at some fabrics, what fabrics I want to use. It's more black, isn't it? So yeah, I'm excited to use up little bits tomorrow. I always enjoy videos like this because it's quite a relaxed video, where we're just doing a little bit of collage basically. I do enjoy doing them. Just looking to see if there's anything else in here, but no, I think that's our lot, although I did just see a flash of red. There we go. I don't use red very often, so all the red Tim Holtz bits I've been saving up for, you know, coming to do the Christmas and winter. I didn't use them in the Christmas projects in the end because they weren't quite right for the childlike vibe that I went with. But they'll be good for this because, you know, it's a bit more grown up now, and you know, for the winter project. So yeah, just get out some grey things. Plenty of grey in Tim Holtz, which is good. Like numbers, just all sorts, really, isn't it? So yeah, I will look at some. Oh yeah, some little red labels. Got a bunch of those. So this is essentially how I prep for some videos. You know, things that are needed like this, where you know, I can't have everything out on my desk, so I just go through and beforehand just get a bunch of bits. There's some red tickets there, and it helps you when you come to do the things as well. I would do this even if I wasn't filming, because it does help you to narrow down your choices, so you spend less time like rifling through things and more time actually making the thing. Now I have got lots of these red Tim Holtz tickets which have been sitting here for a long time, so I'm determined I'm going to get those used. Okay, so that's grey, but that might be a little bit too big for this, but I'm going to put it in here. So I've got like words and labels in this part because I might be able to use that in something else in the project. And really I should get into the habit of doing this earlier on, but I find it a little bit boring. So, you know, I feel sorry for you having to watch. I mean, you don't have to watch obviously, but yeah, I just thought it might be interesting to see or not. Probably not. Right, so I think that's good. I don't want to get out loads because I only plan on making, well, obviously I've got all these strips. So I'm thinking these will just have like one thing on, these smaller ones, and then these ones can be more like the paper snippets that I've done in the past. So I'm going to put those in the tray as well to keep everything together. So I need to go through this tray, but I won't bore you with that. I'll do that after. But I also want to basically cut some strips of this. Thinking 2 should be plenty in the gold, because I would only use the gold for my cozy winter, so that, you know, the red and grey. And I'm going to get sequins all over my desk again, aren't I? So that's that. And I was hoping I could raid my fabric scraps to find, ooh, yes, perfect, some long strips that I might have just sort of sitting there. I don't know how many long strips like that I'll have in here, but I'm going to have a look, because sometimes I do put them in here when I don't want to roll them onto the like when I don't want to roll them onto oh, what's the word? I don't want to put them on the you know, the spools. I don't want to spool them. So if I'm feeling lazy, they'll come in here. So I should have a few. But I think that's probably a lot, because I'm looking for sort of white laces. I'm going to use the eyelash trims, bring in some silver and white. So this will be good for the cozy winter, but I also want to make some for the pastel winter. So I'm going to have to bring this box of goodies in so I can see what I'm doing, because I want to find some grey on there, look. So I'll just keep that out. Yeah, I want to find white and grey basically, and I don't know if I've got any silver trims. I've got a bit of blush ribbon, so I might want to use that. Oh, I've got some pink. Oh, that'll be pretty for the pink winter. Perfect, that's a really nice pale pink, that. See, I didn't even know I had that. the thing, sometimes you just sort of forget what you've got, don't you? Until you actually, you know, look in it again. And you're like, oh, I've got a scrap there, look. That should be my fabric scrap. That's more blue. Oh, I've got some grey lace. That would be nice. So I don't want to do them all in the gold. I just want to have a couple gold ones and bring in some more neutral colours. Because what I'm thinking is a lot of my ephemera is very, what's the word? It's very like full on, like colours wise. So I'm thinking that this will help tone it down a little bit maybe. I've got some really nice white laces in here. Right. Let's see what we got out of this lot then. Okay. So I'm happy with those gold pieces. I'm thinking I'm going to want something wider to go on top of the gold. Whoops. So essentially this is what I like to do before I start filming where possible. I'm actually going to turn this over so those sequins are dulled down a little bit. Yeah, I like to do this before the camera starts rolling because otherwise you spend about 20 minutes at the beginning of the video, you know, just organising yourself, and yeah, it bugs me when people do that. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing today. So I'm thinking, I'm not trying to hide that gold, but I just want to tone it down a bit because it is very gold. So I'm thinking this is a really beautiful white lace, and then what you'll get is you'll just get a hint. Can you see that hint of the sparkle behind? And that hopefully might actually keep those sequins in place as well, because you know I've been having a bit of trouble with this stuff, the sequins coming off. I'm just going to see what it looks like. If we are going to put this lace over the top, then oh yeah, that's really pretty. Can you see the sparkle? Oh, you really can in real life. So I'm thinking to sew these because I really don't want there to be a Fabri-Tac shiny mess through everything. So I'm happy with those, and then I think I'll just put eyelash trim on. But I don't like to sew the eyelash trim because it makes it really flat and less fluffy. So I'm gonna just run a stitch through the middle of these, like a zigzag stitch, and that will keep those two pieces together. I also need to think about what I'm going to layer it on top of, because this is quite scratchy and I think this will struggle to go through the machine. So what I have done in the past is use like some music sheet as the base, which I think I might do as well. So I'm going to put those to one side to sew them. I want to look at what other strips of things I want to use. So that's probably enough for the gold, so I want stuff in some grey. So I'm thinking to cut a piece of this off. That will be pretty, I think. And something to layer on top of it. I've got some broderie anglaise. Oh, I like that. I only have a small piece of this though, so I'll just cut that there. And I'm thinking with some grey eyelash trim, that will look really pretty. So again, I can sew those two layers, but I will need to attach some paper to the back. So that one will be ready for the videos tomorrow. I've got this little piece here, which I'm thinking, yeah, I really do want to use this, don't I? What does that look like? Oh, that's pretty. All right, let's do another piece of that, because I don't think I would use this for very many things. So I'm going to do this the length of the pink ribbon. So yeah, this is very much a behind the scenes video, so I don't know how interesting it is, but essentially this is just me getting prepped for videos tomorrow. Obviously there is much more to do, this isn't it, but I just thought I would show you a bit of what I'm doing today so you can get an idea. Because this is quite a pale pink, I don't think I would use this for Secret Garden or anything, but this will be perfect for what I'm doing with the winter stuff. Now I'm going to cut these in half because being on video, I also have to bear in mind how wide the screen is. And if something is too wide, you can't see it all. Okay, so that'll be those two, probably with some eyelash trim. And then I really want just a scrap piece for this. Maybe I could try some grey. So yeah, this one might be a little bit on the long side as a video. I'm not so fussed about the grey. Let's try this polka dot. Maybe. I'm just going to have a look at these grey hearts as well. I know that's upside down, but yeah, I think the polka dots will be fine. And again, I don't use greys very often, so that will be good with that. So again, I can stitch those together, ready for tomorrow. And then I just kind of want to, well, I always get that feeling that I like to use what's on my desk, but I think that's probably plenty. I don't want to have too many, you know, too much excess, because I've decided with this project, just so you know, I'm going to be making 2 file folders and 2 journals. I don't know what the journals will look like yet, aside from the fact that they're all going to use the leg warmers as the cover. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I have an intro video for the Cozy Winter project where I talk about you know, what I'm going to use for the covers, just leg warmers. So yeah, I'm going to use the leg warmers for both the for both the journals and the file folders. But I was thinking to I can't get my words out this morning. What's wrong with me? I was thinking to make journals and altered file folders, because I felt like 4 file folders in 1 month was probably a bit much for me. And file folders I'm not like completely au fait with. I've only made a couple before, but I'm really interested in all the flips and flaps, and so I want to do more of them going forwards. But I just felt like if I do a couple of journals and a couple of the file folders, then I'm getting a good mix of things for both how I feel about stuff, but also how interesting it'll be to watch on video as well. So that's what I'm aiming for. So we'll have the reds and the greys that I've been doing. We'll have a journal in that and an altered file folder, and same in the pink. We'll have a journal and an altered file folder. But I'm not going to worry about making them until the new year, I think, or rather I'll probably make them over Christmas, because that's sort of like my downtime is crafting, as well as, you know, for work reasons. So I'll probably film them over Christmas and then have them go out in the new year. That's what I'm kind of aiming for, but we'll just sort of see how it goes, really. So that is those prepped. I have a whole bunch, more than I was expecting. So what I'm going to do now with these is I am going to attach some probably music sheets, so that if it does shine through, then it's a nice thing on the back. I don't have to worry about if there's like rude words in the text, you know, type thing. And then I will sew all 3 layers together like that. And then when we come to do the videos tomorrow, which you'll see next week, I'll then be gluing on some pretty eyelash trim, and then we can build up things on top. So I'll just show as an example so you know what to expect. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So I think this one I'd probably have landscape. And that's another thing, I want to make sure I have vertical and landscape, so that I've got like a nice mix of things. So this one I'm thinking for the greys and the pinks. So if we were to build up something like that, and then I would bring in this tray, And see, I do this before videoing as well, is that I like to make sure that I'm not off my rocker with what I've picked out, because sometimes I think things will go and then actually they don't. So that's also what I have to think about when I'm doing these videos. So maybe I would use a snowflake a bit higher up, like that. So yeah, I think that will work, and then I can, you know, cut sections. Equally, that might be nice just as a pocket decoration. So yeah, I have some thinking to do. So what I will do as well, again, really behind the scenes, is I will go through this tray, which I actually organised last night. And I've got all small bits in here, which I think I might be able to use. So, you know, we've got the smaller poinsettias, we've got little pine cones, star anise, leaves, all sorts in there. I will start picking out things that I think will go with the colours that we've, you know, that we've picked out here. So as an example, that will go really nice with the neutral ones, type thing. So yeah, that is what I need to do today, is just get prepped for tomorrow. So, oh, and also, yeah, finish my blogging and help Scott with his packages. So yeah, so I'm going to get those sewn, and we'll do these tomorrow as well. So you'll see the videos for all these next week. Anyway, I best leave it there, because I did say these are only going to be 5-10 minutes long, and I can already see that we're over 20 minutes. But I hope that helps, just to sort of see how I get started and, you know, what it is that I'm doing. Yeah, very much behind the scenes, so I hope you don't mind. And thanks so much for keeping me company whilst I, you know, been figuring these things out. This is what I like to do with my hands as well. I just start sitting here at my desk and just I just start, you know, trying things and just sort of seeing how I feel. I mean, that looks very nice actually, doesn't it? You watch, I'll have one made before tomorrow if we're not careful. I think I also need to get out some words as well, because we might want to have, you know, something like that. So yeah, that is essentially a sneak peek of what tomorrow's filming will be, and you'll see the videos for that next week. So I hope that isn't too confusing. Alright then, I'll say goodbye for now then. Thank you ever so much for keeping me company and watching these videos. It really does mean a lot to me. And I like that I'm able to share these things with you, because, well, hopefully it's interesting. And yeah, hopefully you're getting something out of them as well. So we'll speak soon then, and I'll say goodbye. Have a lovely, are we on Wednesday? It's Wednesday, isn't it? Have a lovely Wednesday, and we'll speak soon. Bye-bye for now.